Okay, I'm streaming. Oh, jeez. I don't want to drop frames. What do you mean this list has no videos? Piss off. YouTube. There we go. Oh, hello?
Hello.
Hello? Okay, I think we're ready to go. My game's launching up.
There goes that day and night bug.
Oh, rip.
Yeah, that day and night bug is actually getting worse for now.
Yeah, every single time they mess with the server, it seems to be getting worse and worse. Good, I can close this. I don't need this right now. Okay, bitrate's looking good. No drop frames, no errors from OBS. Looking good. Can't believe I have my stream running at 1080p.
Mine running at 1080p.
My computer can't handle it at all. I can only do 720, and then anything higher than that, it just wants to kill itself.
So, oh, never mind.
What's your longest free drive challenge you got? Well, okay,
Oh,
nothing
you should
too
know
long.
that by now.
Something in the middle. Nothing too long, nothing too short.
Oh shit, I'd have to look. Hold on.
Oh, that's bullets. I don't want to invite him to my crew. That'd be rather awkward. And since I didn't schedule my stream, I'm not getting any viewers right now, but I'm pretty sure they'll pop in when they...
I didn't schedule mine either. Stream's like 2 hours late.
Mine's multiple hours late. Mine's 4 hours late because I had problems that I decided, nah, it's not gonna be worth redoing it. Since Speed Booster is already going, like, getting close to going to bed.
You up for 139 miles?
What?
139 miles, FTC.
I was trying to get to like another 500 miles on my Stingray to like 7,500. So something I can get it to close to there. I'm sitting at 7,141 miles right now. Or something like that.
I'll do this one.
Oh my. Let me guess, this one's like 2 hours long?
No, it's less than that.
Alright. At least it won't bore my viewers to death. They seriously nerfed the brakes on that thing?
Yeah, they nerfed it even further. It was at... Before it was at like 92, then they went down to 88, now it's down to 85.
I'll need to look at a screenshot later. I had a screenshot of it before on one of my threads, so I'll have to take a look to see if it actually did get changed. Or if it's just a coincidence. What?
Car still can't turn for shit.
Yeah, it definitely can. It has very, very low grip stats. Bus.
It's not the grip, it's just its understeering when you go into turns.
Yeah, it's probably got the understeer brake tuning on it. They probably tuned the brakes to be more on the rear, more powerful on the rear, which is probably why it understeers. Oi!
Damn traffic out of my way.
Did it just go completely haywire when I bumped into it on accident?
No.
Yep,
Car wouldn't move.
This is much better now. Before I was having FPS issues left and right. And I've got the stupid police on me.
It's not you, it's the stupid idiot up there in the crates.
Well, I got a wanted level on me, a fake wanted level. Bro! Watch out, he's coming right at you. Okay, you passed him.
Damn cops.
Laggy AF cops.
Right. Hold on. Got a call.
Hello, Connor. I know the stream's a little late, Connor. Unfortunately, I had issues earlier on, Connor, and I had to quit the stream. So, yeah. I messed up a setting on my OBS, and that's why I was crapping out my entire game in the stream, so it's fine now. I thought I'd do a stream today as well, just to kind of, you know, have something for my viewers to watch later. Rather inconsistent, but we got something going. What the hell? There's a cop in the middle of the lake. There's a cop stuck in the middle of the lake. And ArcticGamez is AFK, so yeah, he'll be back. Gotta entertain ArcticGamez viewers as well. A little bit.
Alright, I can drive now. I was using a keyboard and mouse to keep driving.
You can drive prop. Roach coach. Too damn used to the CarX drift racing physics, so yeah, I'm pretty rubbish at the game. To be honest, yep. The game's not bad though if you just want to prod around on it, screw around on it. And there's Mork. Unfortunately, Mork's not watching the stream as a result. He's just doing something. Whee!
I forgot how shitty the TVR steering was.
Hopefully,
it takes forever for it to respond when you're going left and right.
Hopefully they will actually fix, balance out everything in the next game. I mean, it's nice that everything feels different from, every car feels different in a way. But at the same time, they could still use some work. What the hell is this road?
What?
It's... The GPS claims this is a dirt road, but it's not actually. It's an asphalt road that's been overgrown with weeds.
Is off-road, it's just they put asphalt over it.
Yeah. I just accidentally bumped into a traffic. Holy crap. No frames dropped, thank God. What the hell? Okay, I just started lagging like crazy. That's probably just the average city lag there. I dropped down to like 33 frames per second.
Yeah. And you disappeared off my map.
What? Oh, rip. Wait, I still have to get to the first checkpoint. Are you kidding me?
Our first checkpoint's 44 miles.
Why does this happen sometimes? How we just lose connection in Free Drive Challenge. Damn servers. I think it's
stupid crate.
Yeah, the stupid crate missions. It's not really an issue with the servers. They just kind of broke the coding of the game connecting to the servers with calling all units. I honestly just can't wait for the Crew 2 to come out because, frankly, this game's kind of dead already. And it needs a refresh and a full revamp already.
Shows you offline now.
The hell? Well, I can hear you perfectly fine, so it's not, my internet's not getting,
No,
my internet's not crapping out. It's the server's crapping out.
Yeah.
Are you serious? Well, since I have no risk of... Why does it say you're in my thing, in the thing, though?
Okay.
It still shows me to the left of you there. In my crew.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't see you.
You don't show up on the map, and it shows you're offline. That's how broken the game servers are, because calling all units.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, and
It boosts you out of the session, and then it thinks you're offline, so it keeps you off and shows you offline.
Yeah, and freaking broken ass nerds blaming the whole entire thing on Ubisoft, saying it's Ubisoft servers being crap. It's just calling
the servers, it's the game code.
Yeah, the game code's just dead already. It just can't handle the calling all units update at all. That's the problem with the Crew as well. They kind of just built the game and then didn't actually plan accordingly for these updates and didn't prepare the code for all of these updates.
So right now I don't... Oh, there's someone. Someone just popped up on my world map.
I see someone too in my session. 2 guys actually.
I see one.
But yeah, with like Forza's games, they actually do have some kind of a plan in that. The only plan really is just adding more cars, generally. More vehicles. Especially that Final Fantasy limo thing that they added in. Final Fantasy car. It looks cool though, I do have to give them that. That model looks really cool. Although theoretically, the way the engine is built in that car, it just wouldn't work in real life at all. Still a really nice design though. Rolls-Royce should be taking inspiration from that thing probably. Yeah, I'm probably nobody's really watching my stream, and that's probably because I started the stream at a very bad time. Unless there are viewers and there's just nobody talking in the chat. Which I don't mind completely. I mean, you don't have to talk always in the chat. Whoa, Silverado. Are you in Santa Fe City right now?
Yeah.
You are in it right now, so we're basically neck and neck right now. How on earth? Oh, it's because I stopped a couple of times.
How many miles do you have?
30.
A mile behind still.
I just got out of Santa Fe.
I just entered it.
Okay, so we're pretty close to each other, technically speaking. It'll be interesting to see the terrain type as well with the Crew 2. That's kind of the nice thing about the Crew 2, just the whole entire terrain variations of the game and elevation changes. Not a lot of other games have that kind of feature, racing games in general. I mean, there's
No,
test
they go
drive.
for flat ground.
There's a test drive series that did that. There's some mountains, but in general, the test drive mountains in that game were not all drivable. You couldn't climb up all of them. You could do it on some of them. Like, there was a specific part on the map on Hawaii where there was like a volcano or whatever, and you couldn't climb it no matter what, because basically the side of the volcano was pretty much near vertical.
Oh.
So you couldn't climb it. Yeah, I guess they probably didn't want you to climb it, but at the same time, it would have been nice to climb up onto it. Is it going nighttime to daytime right now? Yeah, it's going nighttime to daytime. I know hard to tell. Yeah, and I've got a subscriber. I can't see who's subscribed, but thanks for subscribing. Good to know Twitch alerts is working perfectly fine now.
Twitch alerts.
Not Streamlabs, I mean. Why did I say Twitch alerts? Who knows, maybe it was a Twitch alert, and I didn't know. Because I have the same sound for Twitch. For my follower notification. But I'm pretty sure nobody's gonna follow me on Twitch, to be honest, because I don't even use it anymore. For streaming. This is seriously, I seriously need to get a secondary monitor someday. Christmas wish,
get a little cheapo one.
Yeah, but I don't know.
My secondary monitor is about to go out soon.
That's the exact reason why I don't really want to get a cheap one. I want to get one that will last about as long as my current monitor.
Well, this one's lasted since 2012, and it was refurbished already.
Dang. There's actually other ways you can actually make your own little, like, portable monitor as well. You can buy an old laptop screen that still works perfectly fine, but the laptop itself is just dead. And you could get a control module to make it work and have a secondary screen, basically. And it works with pretty much any kind of, anything with an HDMI port. A laptop, a normal computer, it works with anything. Whee! I don't know if you actually heard about this as well. The Crew 2 is probably not going to have a damage model. I'm actually not too bothered about that, to be honest. The damage model does look kind of dumb in a way.
I don't really care about damage model.
I mean, it goes more towards adds a bit of an immersive factor to the game, but at the same time, it's not really needed, especially if it looks kind of cheap.
Yeah, it's like folded up paper, pretty much.
Yep. I mean, yeah, the bumpers can fall off and stuff, which is a nice touch when you get into a crash camera. But at the same time, it's not needed, really. And plus, it'll help with reducing the latency between the servers, since the server doesn't have to sync the damage model. So it goes to show that the Crew 2 is going full on towards an arcade style of gameplay.
It was always an arcade game.
It also has a bit of simulation as well if you turn the assist completely off.
What's your mile marker at?
14. I'm at the wrecked wrecked planes base.
16 miles.
Gaining ground on you, interesting.
Oh, I stopped and changed cars.
Oh. But yeah, you probably also saw on the Reddit thing as well, where someone was talking about Mario Kart and so forth, and how he said that he's never enjoyed a racing game since like whenever, which is a good sign, seeing that a lot of people are going to enjoy the Crew 2, even those that are just not really into racing games.
Who?
There was a Reddit post of like quoting people in talking about the game in videos, and there was this one guy that said he loves playing Mario Kart and so forth, and he doesn't really enjoy playing normal racing games all that often, but he really enjoyed playing the Crew 2 for some reason.
Strange.
Which is good to know that people are actually enjoying it. Well, he probably just said that for the fun of it, but he could also be truthful about it as well. When someone talks about their impressions, they usually don't actually just say BS. They usually are truthful about their opinion in videos about that. Impressions, I mean. Oh my god, I also went on to the Crew social where some guy said that the Forza sounds sound a lot more realistic. I kind of disagree as in my opinion that they don't really sound that realistic. They kind of sound modified to sound better as a result, which doesn't mean they're pure.
Yeah.
But the Crew 2 just sounds like the pure sound, the actual recording.
Where you at now? 8?
7.5 approximately.
No, close enough.
Hopefully
I have no one else in my session.
I have nobody else in my session. Actually, I do have one guy who's 46 miles away, which means he's not in the same region as me. Or could he be? No, he's not in the same region as me. He's on the other side of the map. And he's in my session. I don't know what's up with the session system right now. Freaking out like crazy.
That's one thing I never understood. Is like if someone's like more than 10 miles away from you, should be kicked out of that session. The player should be booted from the session and put into another session that's closer towards him.
Yeah, I don't know. The Mountain States region, though, is a pretty big region, so kind of makes sense. With the Crew 2, it seems like they're going to be shrinking down all of the regions to be about the same size, which will definitely help with the game's rendering engine.
Got 2 people a mile ahead of me.
He's probably syncing me with this guy because there's nobody else, and he's AFK, by the way. Why is he even in my session if he's AFK?
I finally got all my Twitch sub emotes approved last week or the week before that.
Dang, dude. I gotta take a look at them later. Unfortunately, I don't have the money to sub towards your channel, but yeah. I guess you could put them on your Discord as well, but nobody really uses your Discord, to be honest.
Got one of a wolf, I got one with just the channel initials and then the Bach mono.
Of course you put the Bach mono. You should put the Bach mono revving sound or whatever as one of your things, like if somebody donates to you or whatever.
Stupid damn waypoints.
That's pretty much what all my notification sounds are like for donations, subscriptions, and so forth.
Game keeps telling me to go straight, and then as soon as I pass the checkpoint, it's like, wrong way.
And I've gone off. I already got past the first checkpoint.
Yeah, I don't know why the fucking waypoint system changes when you change cars.
Yeah, I don't know either. Hopefully they'll fix that bug with the Crew 2. It'll be interesting to see what they'll actually do with the free drive challenge system, if it'll be how it'll be incorporated into the game.
Because you got bow and air now that you have to worry about.
There's what now?
You have land and air to worry about now for the free drive challenges.
Yeah, indeed. It'll be cool to do some like relay races as well with the free drive challenges. So you have to like swap, so you can swap between different vehicles. Like you'll be on a land vehicle through one section, then you go through the next checkpoint, and it'll automatically switch you to a plane or a boat or whatever. Then the next one will switch you another vehicle. It'll be a pretty interesting idea to do that.
Yeah, I still find it funny that you could go from your car and spawn your boat on the fucking road.
Well, they give you the freedom to do that, mainly because, well, the Crew 2 is about freedom and allowing you to do whatever you want. What in the... What in the hell?
What?
Why is it telling me to go off-road? I regret my decision.
Where you at?
I'm at the nuclear power plant thing.
Strange.
It told me to go off-road. So I followed it. I'm like, yeah, follow the GPS like a fly to a lamp. Not a fly, a mosquito or whatever. Now I've lost a lot of time and I'm 7 miles away from the next checkpoint. I'm pretty sure he caught up to me.
I haven't even passed the first checkpoint because the stupid waypoint system took me the wrong way.
Oh, rip. What did you change out of? What did you change back into?
I went from the TVR to the Fair Lady Z.
Dang, Fair Lady Z, nice choice though. Out of all honesty, I'd actually import a car from Japan. I'd buy a Fair Lady Z, a right-hand drive version. But at the same time, if I do that, I've heard that I actually have to go to special classes because I have a right-hand drive vehicle.
Why?
Because it's completely different from the norm. And you might mess up how you're driving, I don't know. They kind of have to teach you the ways.
It'd be no different than driving left-hand.
I guess. I don't know, that's as far as what Brook-ass Nerd told me. He's not always right though, but he is right on certain things. Still more right than Black Panther and information on the Crew. When he said that the Skyline Circuit Spec was all-wheel drive, even though it wasn't. And he still tried to prove to people that it was right. Like, he's a smart, he knows everything about the game. That's what annoys me about certain YouTubers. It's like, they play the game very, very rarely, and then they still claim that they know everything about the game.
Telling me to go the wrong way. Piss off. Stupid game. I'm saying I didn't pass the checkpoint. What the fuck? I went through the damn thing.
What in the heck is going on?
Yeah, I can't go through the checkpoint. It's broken.
Well, rip. I'm pretty sure if you do back on track, it'll probably send you right back to the spot where you switch your car.
No, it puts me right back in front of the checkpoint, and saying that I can't go through it.
Strange.
Yeah, look, if you switch over to my stream real quick, you'd see.
Well, I don't have Chrome open. I'd have to open it up real quick and look. Now it says you're completely offline. I have to stop real quick and take a look at Arctic stream. Hopefully no other stream will be making noise. Oh, yours is about to make noise. Go ahead, stream. Yeah, I see. You're going backwards and forwards and it won't let you in. Wait, what? That's not where my checkpoint was on the first one. Wait, what? I had to go to a checkpoint on the Mexican border. What the heck?
Alright. Cancel your free drive.
I am legit right at that checkpoint that you're at right now, and I had to go to the Mexican border.
Yeah, now I see you.
What in the heck happened? Oh, maybe it thought that since I went through the checkpoints, you went through it as well. Because I haven't gone through that checkpoint yet. And now my car is severely damaged. Yep. Ton of money down the drain.
Okay, we'll try that again.
Hopefully it doesn't disconnect us again.
Whoops, wrong button.
Now you've completely disappeared from my session.
Yeah, I clicked on solo and not co-op.
Well, feels bad, man. Where do I have anything open? Did I drop any frames? Nope, I'm good. I am good. Well, that was an interesting bug. I reported to the developers, but to be honest, they won't really fix it.
Nope.
Oh wait, it did bug out. Because it thought, somehow, some way, it glitched out and it thought that I was also you when I went through that checkpoint.
What?
And it counted it. Because I went to the Mexican border and you went to the secondary checkpoint. That is so weird. Is that really necessary? Well, the noise. My family's home.
Yeah.
Dang traffic.
I kind of saw that. Your car looks like it's missing its left headlight.
Yep. Except the reflections. Wait, how do you see me from all the way up there?
When you were closer towards me.
Yes, I found out what the CPU issue was. It was an issue with having my live streaming thing set to stream at 1080p, which my computer can't do. I set the rescale output to 1080p for some reason, and now it's because I was recording a video with OBS, and then I forgot to switch it back to 720p. That's probably the first thing I should have checked, but at the same time, I couldn't change it while I'm actually streaming, since it's locked while I stream. Feels good having air conditioning in your house. Oh, Crown Vic. Yeah, it was a really dumb issue that I created. I should have probably double and triple checked that I actually had everything set up, but I didn't. And as a result, that happened. It was an easy fix. I was really hoping that it wasn't the CPU that finally gave out, but at the same time, if it was my CPU that gave out, I would have a lot more issues with the computer.
Your computer wouldn't have been able to run if it was that.
Yeah, I'd probably get a ton of blue screen of deaths just from it trying to run. It would crash constantly, it would freeze. So it wasn't a CPU issue, it was just me being an idiot and not realizing I'd set something up wrong.
What's up, Perk?
Oh, great. Yeah, that's what happened with my dad's computer when his CPU fan actually completely died. It still was getting airflow, but it wasn't getting enough airflow to his CPU, so his computer would completely shut down and restart because the CPU would just overheat from the fan not working. And he has a big cooler, by the way, as well. I have a big cooler on mine as well. But even if there's no airflow going across the cooler, that it will not be able to transfer heat very well.
Not unless you have one of those silent CPU coolers that don't use fans.
Yeah, the silent CPU coolers. Or a water-cooled system. But even so, if the fans all die on your water-cooled system, then yeah. Then your entire CPU will die too. Oh my god, did you hear about the Threadripper? The new Threadripper?
Yeah.
Holy crap, you actually get like two
got
CPUs.
Two yeah.
And then you get a
CPUs on
demo
one
one.
guy.
You get a fake one as well.
No, the actual CPU itself is two CPUs in one.
Yeah. And then they also give you like a little, a display case. A clear display case with another one in there, which is not a non-working one.
That's only for the review models.
Oh yeah, the review models.
I kind of like how AMD made it simple to install their CPUs.
Yeah, very simple.
One. You're just slide in, bolt on, and you're done.
You gotta remember the protocol of how to put the screws in though, which is not that hard. Threadripper is massive. Yeah, it is pretty massive. It's got like, what, 16 cores on the most powerful one?
Something like that, hold on.
There was one with 12 cores, which was the lower powered one. I believe it was the 1920, and then there was the 1915 with like 1950 with like 16 cores. And you need a specific motherboard in order to actually use that thing. Rip Arctic again. I don't think I'd ever be able to buy a Threadripper, to be honest. Those things are really expensive. Although, it'll be very, very nice for if you're running a server. If you're running a server, that Threadripper will be able to pretty much handle anything you throw at it.
I'm back.
Okay. But yeah, like I was saying with them as well, the Threadripper is basically made for servers or like super hardcore streaming at 4K. That thing can handle anything you throw at it.
Damn fucking van just had to go turn left.
Sooner or later, Intel's going to be creating something about as powerful, or maybe a little bit more powerful than the Threadripper. Wait, did I say AMD or did I say Intel? Yeah, I meant Intel. If I said
Thank
AMD.
you for that host tip.
You're glad that Matt is now back in the CPU department. Well, they are mad for doing it, but they're making a ton of money off of it. There's like 250 of them that are going to be sold, though, so they're going to be relatively rare.
That's fine.
But when you actually buy the Threadripper, what's nice is you get the cooler to cool the CPU, you also get the motherboard, and you get some RAM, and you also get the Threadripper itself. 2 Threadrippers. It's pretty cool though. Again, I would probably never buy one because they're like super expensive. What are they, like $2,000 to buy?
No, they're $1,000.
$1,000. That's not bad actually. That is.
Yeah, they're competing. AMD is competing with Intel's $1,000 CPU.
$1,000 for that whole entire setup? That's not bad actually.
No, that's just the CPU itself.
Oh, the CPU itself, but then you gotta buy everything else with it as well.
Yeah.
The motherboard, which I can't imagine how expensive that would be. And there's like, the motherboard has like 4,000 pins for that CPU. That's insane. That is a lot of computing power.
Alright, see you later, Hooked.
From the Threadripper. You can like host a server and you can play a game at the same time with the Threadripper. That's how powerful that thing is, I'm pretty sure. But there are not any benchmarks of it yet, though. Nobody's really tested it fully.
No.
I can't imagine that if you max it out, that thing is going to be really hot. It's probably going to get like to GPU temperatures.
Well, AMD's stuff has always been able to run hot.
Yeah. Again, I'd get one, but at the same time, if I did get one, then they would be pointless because my GPU is going to be the biggest bottleneck out of the whole entire thing. But I would be able to render 4K videos on stream, which actually at the same time I wouldn't be able to because I'd have to get fiber in order to do that.
And fast hard drives.
And fast hard drives as well, yeah. So it costs a lot of money to actually make a streaming setup that'll be able to stream at 4K.
You see Linus's 16K gaming setup?
Oh my god. I didn't see it, but I can just imagine how crazy that'll be. It's a 16K monitor, isn't it?
It's not a 16K monitor. It's like I forgot what it is, but it's like multiple 4K displays.
Oh, they actually have 8K displays available right now, but to be honest, there's not really a point in having an 8K display right now.
No, nothing can hardly power it.
Yeah, and if you try
even the what was it? The Quadro from NVIDIA was having a hard time just running games in 8K, and 16K was like 1 FPS.
Wow.
You get 16 gigs of VRAM, and it's always maxed out with those.
That is insane. I mean, we're like getting to like the norm where it's like everyone's gonna, sooner or later, all televisions are gonna be at 4K, computers are gonna be at 4K as the norm, games will all run at 4K. Sooner it'll be like that in like a couple of years' time, I can assure you that. That'll be the norm, and then like 8K or even like, I don't even know, like 16K monitors are gonna be a completely brand new thing to everyone.
You know, the tech has to be up there first.
Yeah, indeed.
Shit.
The tech will get up there sooner or later. They always improve upon graphics cards and CPUs all the time. They always become more and more powerful. The only issue is finding space for all of those components. Because as soon as you start putting things really, really close together, all of the components that calculate things, you'll start getting short circuits. And that's not good. And soon it's gonna get to the point of them making like CPUs and GPU processors out of graphite. Which is gonna be the best thing that will be made.
From what it looks like, shit's CPU parts are starting to get bigger again.
Yep, they are gonna get bigger. And you're
Instead
gonna
of
need
smaller, they're gonna get bigger.
Yep. They have to get bigger because there's just not enough space to cram all of those cores into the size of just an i5 processor. I mean, like nowadays, the CPUs are so powerful that even if you take the heatsink off of them, they will just burn themselves up instantaneously. But back in the day when the CPUs first came out, you could take the cooler off and it won't really affect it too much. Your game will freeze, it'll heat up, but it won't burn itself up. They've come a long way. And it's pretty cool. Oh my god. Damn guardrail. I was reading chat and then that crashed into the darn guardrail.
Fair.
The only real good thing I could see a Threadripper used for is rendering 4K videos. Just not like streams, just 4K videos. Those Threadripper will be able to render that kind of video really, really fast.
Thanks for making the traffic disappear.
1080p. Oh, that'll be even faster.
Yeah, it takes me about an hour to two to render
1080 60.
Yeah, but with the timeline of like 20 minutes or so.
But the Threadripper, that'll probably be cut in half or even faster. What do you have, like an i7?
i5.
i5. About the same as me. What kind of speed does it have, though?
3.1 max.
I have like, mine's like 4,000 megahertz.
Well, it says
Overclocked.
turbo boost goes up to like 3.20 or something like that.
My processor is a 3.57 gigahertz, but it can go to 4 gigahertz. That's
Yeah,
the
mine's
highest
a
it
lot
goes.
slower than yours.
I don't know why mine is so fast. Meanwhile, my GPU is severely underpowered compared to yours.
Yeah, it's the opposite for me. My CPU sucks, but my GPU is like the best that you get for its price range.
For the record, the only other person that has a worse CPU than you is Black Lotus. This is extremely old, and you can't really upgrade.
I could upgrade, but CPU itself is like $400.
Yeah, the CPUs are pretty expensive.
It's fucking Intel and their stupid bullshit. We'll just make every fucking CPU expensive because AMD is not doing anything.
Yeah. Well, until now, AMD's got that Threadripper again.
Well, their Ryzen CPUs also.
Yeah, the Ryzen CPUs.
Yeah, Ryzen CPU came out and Intel's like, nope, we're not having any of that shit, so they lowered all their prices. I hate this road.
So wait, if you get an i7 processor and you have an i5 processor, does that mean you have to upgrade your motherboard to accommodate for the
No.
i7? No, you don't? Same pin design?
No. Yeah.
Okay, a bit of saving money a little bit there. So if my CPU does finally die, I should probably upgrade it to an i7.
Yeah, just make sure you have the
mid
right
i7.
BIOS version
Oh yeah.
and your CPU socket is the right one for it.
Yeah, that definitely for sure, because if at least one of them's different from the other one, from the i5, then that could definitely damage the CPU. And then I won't be able to return it because they'll say that's your own fault for screwing it up.
Yeah. You also have to use your old CPU to update the BIOS if you wanted to get a
Oh,
better
yeah.
CPU.
That's what I'll probably do for the CPU when it's on, like, basically its last legs, on the verge of just starting blue screen of deaths and so forth. But so far, it doesn't seem like it's going to do that yet. The CPU is probably at least 10 years old, and it hasn't decided to croak yet.
No, my CPU is, I think, early 2012 when it came out.
So yours is probably... is yours newer? I don't know. I don't know how old mine is. I'd have to look it up. I have to look up what year that version of my CPU was made.
Yeah, I had to do a BIOS update to get this CPU that I have now in. Because before I was running a dual-core CPU for my first CPU that I had on my system. And I had to update the BIOS, and then I was running the quad-core that I'm gonna have now.
Wait, is an i7 like a 6-core processor, or what is it?
No,
Still a 4-core?
i7. Yeah.
When you get to the i9, that's a 6-core. Whee! Oh my.
Hit the guardrail.
Nope, I went really high up. It's probably the highest I've ever gotten in this game.
Yeah. i7s are the fastest processor on the Intel core processors.
Not including the i9s. I'm pretty sure the i9s are still extremely expensive right now.
They are. No, I'm just saying overall, like, before the i9 came out, the i7s were the fastest CPUs that you could get.
Yeah. I was actually considering, I actually talked with a friend of mine who has a GTX 1070 graphics card. I'm like, how did you get that? And he's like, we got a good deal in the end. And he's like, and he told me that right now is not the time to be buying a 1070 or a 1080 because people are holding on to them until the prices rise up to get a. Basically, they bought them and then they waited for the prices to go up, and so they can make a profit off of it, basically.
Yeah. All the AMD cards right now are like fucking sky high on prices because of stupid Bitcoin retards.
Oh yeah, the Bitcoin farms. That's the other thing as well. That's the same thing with the 1080s and so forth.
Their price, because everyone was buying them real expensive, and they started selling them for really cheap now.
Bitcoin farming on GPUs. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, they're coming out with their own bit farming GPU soon, also. Well, at least AMD is.
Doesn't that damage the GPU though, Bitcoin farming?
No.
Well, it might damage the fans, but the GPU itself might be perfectly fine.
No, because you'd have to run that shit 24/7. Which is okay. 'Cause I do that shit all the time.
I do the same thing with my 580, but my 570 finally just croaked after a while. I am not streaming again in 1080. Shut up, Speed Booster. Okay, for the record, YouTube, the YouTube streaming thing was set to 720p in my configurator, but it was how would I say this? OBS was already rendering it at 1080p, but it was YouTube was downscaling it to 720, so that's why I was lagging my PC, and it was perfectly fine on YouTube. Pretty sure if I got an i7, then my CPU will be able to run to do 1080p streams. But as of right now, I don't have that luxury. Wait, how much does an i7 cost, by the way? Like a decent one, like middle of the range.
It depends on the socket. Because right now, my CPU that I have to buy is $400.
400
on
geez.
Newegg.
I guess it would be worth it to buy an i7 though in the end, especially if you've been using an i5 for the longest time. The speeds will be phenomenal. Oh, jeez. 300 pounds for an i7, 7700K, which is 7.7 megahertz. That is pretty powerful still. Definitely much more powerful than my 4 megahertz processor I have right now. And Arctic goes away again. That's the one you will buy? Okay. Have fun buying that. Whoa. You're running an i5 right now, Speed Booster?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that first run we did was bugged for me. Because I never went through that checkpoint over there by the border.
That's what I thought.
It never showed a checkpoint there for me.
It's because I probably crossed it before you did, and then at that point the GPS already told you to go to the next one. Oh, jeez, why am I... No! Rip me.
What? Went in the water?
Nope. I completely misunderstood the corner. You run Speed Booster, you run an i7 37... What the heck? That's about as powerful as my CPU. My CPU, and it's an i5. Holy...
No.
So it seems like when the i7 came out, they they were about as powerful as the i5s, at least when they first came out. And then as time progressed, the i7s became a lot more powerful. Don't follow that dirt road that it recommends. Dang, traffic!
I never take dirt roads.
I don't know why it tells me to go there for some reason with my Stingray.
It's a shortcut.
Not really a shortcut. You're gonna be doing like, what, 50 on the dirt?
Yeah.
Whoa.
What?
Nice shortcut.
Damn traffic.
But you've got 8 threads and I probably have 4 threads. I don't understand the whole thread thing as well, by the way. What's the...
It's like fake CPU cores.
Oh. What is Why am I so rubbish right now? I keep going off. Well, it gets the job done. My CPU gets the job done in the end. It can run most games, and so can my GPU. But I'm probably gonna have to upgrade sooner or later. Someday. Especially with the Crew 2 coming out. My GPU will probably barely run the Crew 2 on medium. I guess we'll find out when the beta rolls around. If I can run it on at least high, I'll be surprised. Along with the motion blur turned off and the depth of field turned off as well.
Well, I just hope Crew 2 is more optimized than this shitty game is.
I'm pretty sure it will be a lot more optimized. They definitely won't repeat the same mistakes. They definitely won't repeat the same mistake they did last time. And from watching the gameplay videos, which that doesn't 100% say anything, but it looks like, as far as we can tell, nobody really complained about stuttering in the cities at all. I never heard anybody mention the FPS getting messed up in the cities. Then again, they probably didn't say anything because the game's only in early alpha stage right now, so yeah.
Well, they had NDA also.
Yeah, they had NDA as well. I guess they could also talk about it as well, a little bit with the stability. But at the same time, they probably said, nope, you can't talk about it. I gotta stop looking at chat. I saw what you saw there, speed booster. Makes sense. So you basically have 4 extra extra cores that are fake at the same time. Also, by the way, I am assuming that sometime in like 2 weeks or so, we're going to be seeing the next round of awards go up on the loyalty reward system. So, like, I'd say once every month. Yeah, probably towards Gamecom. I assume, like, for them, once a month means about 28 days. That's my assumption.
No, what they do is, like, the first couple of weeks of the month, they update it for the other players for their rewards. And then near the end of the month, they update it for the people that have already unlocked those rewards.
Yeah. That's what it looks like as well. I was genuinely surprised when I saw that the awards rewards randomly got updated, because I just looked at one part of the day, and then a couple hours later I looked and they were already updated. Which was a genuine surprise to me. And they also said that they'll be showing the first bonus reward as well, which that'll be interesting to see what it is. We don't know for a fact what it's going to be because they probably already changed it. Judging from those pictures that somebody already leaked.
I don't know why people always have to go in their own shit.
Yeah, I don't know either. I guess it's to kind of help other players so that they know what to expect for their awards so that they can get them done. Just get them out of the way. There's always going to be those guys that'll try and leak stuff, especially with the Midnight Club thing. Especially that one guy that faked one of the images for Midnight Club, claiming, oh, it's Midnight Club, yet he just took an image off the internet, photoshopped it to look like the Midnight Club game, and, well, it wasn't the case. For streaming, i7 is the way to go. Yeah, for sure, i7 is definitely the way to go. Because you can do full-on, just basically CPU rendering for streaming. I just have the default settings on OBS for rendering of the stream, which I'm pretty sure it's mostly using my GPU as a result. Or my CPU.
I use my GPU for streaming.
I can't really use my GPU because I'm pretty sure most of the GPU's memory and processing power is used up with most of the games I play. Like the Crew and TDU2 and so forth, and Rivals, which I don't play anymore. But still. But yeah, most modern games nowadays are just mostly focused on GPU rendering, not CPU rendering anymore. You don't even need a streaming PC? Well, tell that to Crew HS. He has a ton of those. He has two PCs, one for streaming and the other one for actually playing his games, which I guess that's a good idea for sure, so that OBS doesn't lag your stream out, and you have the highest quality possible stream.
Well, it's not just that. It's the stupid effects they use on OBS and whatnot, like, takes up a lot of resources.
Yeah, that as well. It definitely takes up a lot of resources. And for the longest time, he actually had the most complicated setup of his whole entire thing. And I kind of, when he finally said what his whole entire setup was about, I kind of facepalmed that he just didn't think of something more simpler. But at the same time, that probably was the simplest thing you could think of. Basically, he would use... How would I say this? He basically would record the gameplay, send the gameplay to a server, and then which would send it to a secondary PC, and then OBS would pick it up and stream it off. And that's what he did. It worked for a good while, but after a while, it actually started causing him more problems as a result. He would get pixelation, screen tearing at some point, and then he finally fixed his setup. Yeah, this streaming for me isn't a major priority. I mean, yeah, the quality of the stream's not that good right now, but with the Crew, that's just kind of the issue as well. With the stupid rendering of streams, you just get a lot of pixelation in certain areas. That's fairly annoying.
Mostly in the tree zones.
Yeah, in the tree zones, anything with a lot of props in the areas is going to be definitely giving you a lot of pixelation for your streaming. So all that pixelation you see, that's nothing I can control. That's just how it is. It's the same thing with Arctic, and he has like the highest possible bit rate on a stream, like, what was it, like 5,000 or 4,000?
It's 4,000.
Yeah, you're running 4,000, I'm running like 2,600, and I still have the same exact issue. And I've seen other people stream it as well. I've seen like big name streamers stream the game as well, and like really high bit rates, and of course at 1080p, and they still have pixelation issues no matter what. Wait, what? How about a mix of a GTX 1060 and with a Ryzen? What Ryzen though?
The Ryzen 7.
Oh, the Ryzen 7? I think that could work. I wouldn't know for sure. I'm not a super, like, high-tech computer expert. I don't know, like, the ins and outs, all the good possible combinations with computers. Okay, be quiet. Yeah, I'm not a computer expert. That's Ian who's the computer expert, aka Antarlia. I'm not making stuff up. I wasn't going to make stuff up. Bruh, I don't know. I don't know I don't know any of the technology related stuff. Ryzen 5, but that's like basically the equivalent of an i5 processor. Depends on the Ryzen 5
more
though.
Threads.
What?
It has more threads than an i5. And cores.
Is it around the same price as an i5?
A lot cheaper.
A lot cheaper. As a result, more powerful? Question mark.
Yeah.
That's strange. So for the longest time, Intel was lagging behind Ryzen, and then they finally they got kind of better than them, and then Ryzen came out with the Threadripper and just blew them out of the water.
No, what was happening is Intel was being lazy as shit with their CPUs.
Oh.
Because they had no competition, so they just like increased the performance just like 1-2% on the next CPUs they brought out. And then Ryzen came out and like changed the whole table.
And then Intel realized they need to step up their game or they're gonna be in trouble financially.
Pretty much. Well, I won't say financially, but
well, people wouldn't really would just look away from Intel, saying they're not that good anymore.
somewhat like that, yeah.
I don't know, I'm not an Intel person, to be honest. I just do the usual stuff, the usual set up. Intel. I meant AMD. €250. I was gonna say pounds, but euros and pounds are completely different. Oh dang, this area of the map. Out of the way. Rip that traffic car. I like how everyone in the chat is like talking about like all these super high-end CPUs. Meanwhile, I just don't fully understand what they're talking about. It's like my friend Antarlia talking to me about League stuff, and I'm just like nodding my head. I'm like, okay, but I don't 100% understand what he's talking about. But I go. Intel has a monopoly in the past 6-7 years. I wouldn't say a monopoly.
Yeah, they've been monopolizing their CPUs because of AMD.
Oh, wow, okay.
Their CPUs are like way overpriced for their performance.
And then after Intel came out, AMD went out with their Radeons and so forth, they dropped the prices as a result?
Somewhat. They're still kind of expensive.
But Intel is, sadly, still stronger. Not necessarily, depending on which one you get.
Well, Ryzen is still not optimized on anything.
Yeah. Stronger and only single-thread applications. And that's what you need at the moment. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair, speed booster. Most people are not going to use all of their cores at once. Unless they're like doing gaming or live streaming.
We all downhill. Then it comes an abrupt turn.
Oh, jeez.
Traffic.
No, not traffic. What the heck is going on? Sliding down the mountain. You gotta stop looking at chat. Because when I do, I crash into things.
Too bad you don't have a second monitor.
Yep. Even if I look at my second monitor, I probably crash as well. I have to look down at my phone.
Good thing about Twitch is they have a mod that you can have your chat on the left side of the screen or on the right side.
Oh yeah, there's a mod with what? Better Twitch TV?
Yeah. So I got my Twitch shot on the left side of my screen with my monitor on my right.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
So I don't have to really look over that far like I used to.
That's the only other reason why I also stopped using Twitch as well, because with the recent update to the Twitch app, the Twitch chat has actually been mostly broken, actually. Sometimes the chat just doesn't update. I mean, you guys could, like, type stuff in the chat, and it doesn't appear on the chat, so I have to, like, scroll down through the chat in order for it to actually appear. There's, like, a random just white spot covering up 75% of the chat window. I don't know why. It's a bug with the application, and they've already updated it multiple times, and it seems like it just hasn't been fixed, really. Then again, nobody really uses the Twitch chat on their phone. Yeah, there's many reasons why I just transitioned to YouTube streaming, to be honest. It's just... Oh my...
What?
The frick... Oh my...
That random drop off on the road right there?
No. A frickin' van. I went inside of a van, and that launched me straight up in the air, and I also did a backflip onto my roof.
Oh.
It's on stream as well. That was weird. Getting back onto the Crew 2 as well. The one thing I actually hope they'll do with the Crew 2 as well is actually give the option to have stock fenders on the vehicles now. In specs.
A stock look overall would be nice.
Yeah, stock look overall, so you can have like a make it look like a sleeper. I don't know what it is, I just find sleeper cars really, really cool. Like, I don't know if you've ever... Probably, most people have never heard of this, but I don't... But the Ford Taurus shoe, that thing is SHO. That thing is a pretty interesting car as well. It's got a twin-turbo V6 EcoBoost engine, but on the outside, it just looks like a normal Ford Taurus that everybody would buy. But under the hood, it's got some serious power. At least 300 horsepower. Which is pretty powerful. And nobody knows about it because, well, nobody really bought them, and they're not that common. And it's also all-wheel drive as well, so it's got a pretty fast acceleration. Yeah, beast under the hood. That's kind of why I like the M5 as well, the performance spec of the M5. It looks fairly stock on when you look at it normally, but you could also make it look like a performance car as well without modifying too much in terms of just the looks. It's pretty nice how they did it. And then there's some other cars that just put on these crazy fenders. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the bolt-on fenders. I mean, I appreciate the bolt-on fenders on the Stingray. They look pretty nice. But at the same time, I'd also like to have a stock look sometime. And then there's like the Huracan, which has those crazy vented fenders on the front and back. And the Murcielago. They do look nice, but at the same time, not always. Already late enough again. What do you mean late enough as it is? Oh, you're already going to bed. Okay. Was it like 5 o'clock in the morning for you, Speed Booster? What? Germany, probably. Boy, it's 3 a.m. Oh, what are you doing up? Go to bed. You don't have to stay up to watch my stream. I mean, it's the weekend, but still. Don't screw up your sleeping schedule, majorly. Even if it is already screwed up. What? 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 I am not insulting anyone. No, I said don't screw up your sleeping schedule if it's already screwed up. To you it sounds like. 3 AM in Norway as well? Ah, jeez. Well, I guess thanks for being loyal as well, but at the same time, you don't have to stay up this late to hang out. You can always watch the stream afterwards. It gets uploaded to YouTube publicly and saved. Unlike with Twitch, where it goes away after like 2 weeks. And then the whatchamacallit, what are those? Partners get like 3 months before their streams get deleted. That's fairly strange. The emotes don't work on the YouTube Android app. It just comes up as Android things. Okay. Have a good rest, I guess, Speed Booster. This area of the map. Whee! Oh no. Nailed it. Traffic. And you said the fact this free drive challenge isn't that long. It is relatively long. Nearly an hour is pretty long. Whoa.
I find that short.
Well, I guess it's shorter than like your 3-hour long free drive challenges. I would never dare myself to make a free drive challenge that long. That'd be absolutely insane. 12 seconds behind you. What the heck happened to you? Oh,
ran off the road.
Dang traffic. What are you doing? Whee.
How many miles do you got on your car now?
7,335 miles approximately. I can do the rest tomorrow. Whee! No. For the record, crashing into all those bushes and fence posts and so forth, that would have totaled my car. Thanks, boss. Yep. This car would have been written off a long time ago. Yep. Look at that. It legit looks like something that just came out of a demolition derby. Along with the body panels being made out of paper mache. Aluminum seriously does not crinkle like that. At all. Or even plastic for that matter.
Plastic shatters, aluminum bends.
Fiberglass shatters. Plastic doesn't. Well, plastic shatters as well, but not nearly as easily as fiberglass. Aluminum does bend, indeed, yeah.
But what you're seeing on the car models is pretty much paper.
Yeah, pretty much. And carbon... What the heck? And carbon fiber would shatter, but it depends on the type of carbon fiber. If it's carbon fiber with titanium embedded in it, then it won't shatter. But if it's just normal carbon fiber, then it will shatter. It'll be interesting to see if they actually, with the Crew 2, it'll be interesting to see if they'll actually have different traffic cars from this game. Right now they're using old traffic cars from this game, but I guess that's fair enough since the game's still in early alpha stage and it's not too hard to change traffic cars around.
Damn, and freaking guardrails. I'm trying to go in reverse, but my car keeps going forward.
Yeah, that's a bug with this game as well. I've seen that with certain cars. The one car I'd actually like to see them carry over from the Crew is that weird DeLorean Porsche 914 Miura combination traffic car that they had back in the first version of the game, which got removed after Wild Run was added.
I never saw it.
I saw it many times and then it just disappeared. Which was rather annoying to me because that thing was pretty special. Since it was actually still rather rare to find. Oh my. Okay. Thankfully that traffic didn't get me. No focus. And the toaster car just spawned in front of me. No! Another one of those toaster cars got me. What? I just saw you bounce in midair. Randomly,
Yeah,
just go flying straight.
Wheelie.
Hopefully they'll fix...
My car was up on like 3 wheels.
Hopefully with the Crew 2 they'll fix that bug as well, where you just bounce straight up into the air 4 times higher than you actually do in reality. What? Why is there a yellow school bus out here in the middle of the desert?
Field trip.
Very, very extended field trip. At this point, they'd be like... This is really far out. They're really far out in the middle of nowhere at this point.
Same reason you see ice cream trucks out here for no reason.
Oh no. I thought I could have fit in there.
Yeah, I almost had it too. Car hit the guardrail and bounced into a traffic.
There was the granny wagon I saw there.
Turned a little too sharp on that one.
This is a weird turn.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Hey, lights came on. Oh my god. I remember back in the day when the TDU2 servers were like pretty much extremely close to being basically dead. When I was playing with friends, it's like we had opposite like how would I say this? Weather cycles or night cycles. Like for him it would be raining, or for me, and it would be dry for me, or for him it would be nighttime, and it would be daytime for me, and I'd have my lights on. The server was just completely out of whack. Everything was just out of sync at some point. Almost feels like that could also happen with the crew as well, but not really.
It's going towards that route.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, traffic doesn't sync up.
The traffic lights don't sync up, but I'm pretty sure they just don't do that either. In general. Those are real traffics. The weather sometimes doesn't sync up, or it just comes in extremely late. Whoa.
Look at the car.
Hey, thanks for making all the traffic disappear. It's pretty it's all my... 'Tis but a scratch. The whole entire side of my car is destroyed. Thanks, traffic. Whoa, traffic. I think I'll probably get to about 7,400 miles at the end of this free drive challenge, or at least close to it. Where does this route end up at in the end, by the way?
New York.
In New York? Okay, so I think we still have a good... I think I'll get there. I'm braking way too much for these corners, but to be honest, I forgot how to play this game. Because Car X Drift Racing has completely screwed me over in terms of my muscle memory. Whoa. Where did that van start pulling out randomly? It's as if I don't exist.
Bumps.
Wee! Uh-oh. That was so lucky that the traffic didn't screw me over.
Back end just kept popping up off the road and just made me spin out all into the dirt.
Well, there's one thing to be glad about in this game as well. That there's not cars that have really, really strange suspension tuning. I remember in TDU2 that the Pagani Zonda F had this really strange suspension tuning. Like, you'd go over a jump, and then when you'd land, the back end somehow, someway had a lot more spring to it, and as a result, it would make you do a backflip and land on your roof.
Oh, that's the 370Z that I'm driving. Seems like that, kinda. The back end's a lot more springy than the front.
And it would do that all the time, by the way. The Zonda would do that all the time. No other Zonda would do it. Although the Zonda Cinque did have a tendency of just doing very random barrel rolls when you land and jump a certain way.
Thanks for that.
I didn't want to have an accident through there, so yeah. He also drift tapped me as well, but I don't know if he actually even touched me on your screen.
No, my screen, I totally ran into your side.
On my screen, you were like, you tapped the front end of my car and just kept going.
My whole right side of my car hit yours.
Okay. Whoa.
Damn curbs.
Well, I'm very curious as to hear what some of the cars in the Crew 2 sound like. Specifically that one. It's probably going to sound around the same. Probably a lot more realistic, though. I know for a fact the M4 is going to probably sound amazing. Just like the real-life counterpart.
Fucking car making the illegal left turn.
They always... Oh, the traffic cars don't respect the rules most of the time in this game. Which I guess is realistic to real life, but still. Very annoying. Oh. Okay, sometimes I get these weird instances where the traffic cars just spawn in one color and then, like, half a second later they're a different color.
Yeah, I get that sometimes too.
That is weird that the game engine just randomly switches that at the last second.
Fucking traffic, piss off.
Somehow, someway, my traffic dodging skills haven't gone away, though. I don't know why. I can still dodge them.
Like, I dodged them, but my car like spins out.
Whoop. Not. Why are there so many creeper vans all of a sudden? There's another one there. There's the ice cream truck out here in the middle of nowhere. Actually, it's a van. Not even an ice cream truck. Delivery van. What the heck? On my map, it looks like you're going extremely slowly down the thing. Whoa.
I had some cars.
Oh. Okay, that was extremely lucky. That van was a little too close. $9 away until this checkpoint, and then the final stretch to New York.
Yep. Ends in Times Square.
Oh yeah, Times Square. There's a lot of buildings in this game as well that look like they've been being built for the past 2 years already and still not even close to being done.
I know, right?
That's funny. I recently saw a video of Grand Theft Auto. It's like if Grand Theft Auto was realistic, and there was like him doing voiceovers on pedestrians, like talking. And there was like this one guy standing on the building. It's like, you know, it really seems like that building has been being built for the past 4 years already. I just saw that. I'm like, yep, that is very true. People in the middle of the road. If this was your Wildlands game, you'd probably get a thing from one of your teammates saying, hey, that's a civilian, be careful.
Pretty much. I was a civilian, you dumbass. Watch your fire.
Oh great, it's going that way. Down this weird road. Okay, time to do this. Whee! Hey, that actually came out better than I was expecting. Is my chat not showing stuff, or is there? Do I have no viewers? Probably don't have viewers. Damn traffic. Why are you pulling out if you see me coming from like a mile away?
Because I don't give a shit.
In real life, if I saw someone coming down, what the heck? Please check your network connection.
Is that what popped up for you?
Yep.
What? On the crew or?
No, YouTube.
YouTube.
Oh no, I'm dropping frames. There we go, it's back.
I think your internet might be crapping out.
Yep, finally crapping out, probably. Should probably lower my bitrate down by like 100. Since that shouldn't be too big of an issue. We're still finishing this regardless. Doesn't sound like the voice chat's lagging though. Hold up. Am I still dropping frames? Nope, not anymore. It's all good. just kind of crapped out for a little bit, and now it's back to normal. I guess it happens sometimes. Sometimes the internet goes down goes a little bit on the down low. Sometimes it's a little bit higher, but most of the time it's just right where it should be. Oh goodness! I was watching H3 Productions on Twitch, who was doing a podcast with Jesse Wilkins, and he was they were talking about how he made a music video with Snoop Dogg, and they had Trump in there, who was where they were pretend shooting him with like a fake gun, where it's like it shoots and it's like bang, and they were streaming. Then all of a sudden, the entire stream just like stopped, and it was at a buffering screen, and then it went down, and everyone in the chat's like spamming, it's like the stream's down, and then the people of the the H3 production people are all like, power outage, be back soon, we'll be back in a bit. And like he was talking about how he got like called out by, I forgot what the name of the organization was. He just got called out by those people. It's like, please, we would like to talk to you. And he was just shocked. And he was also shocked by the fact that Trump actually supported the music video. It's fairly interesting. Whoa. Okay, internet's back to normal. What the heck? Was that a traffic car falling out of the sky?
Yeah.
Really? How did that happen?
Server lag.
Wow. Maybe it wasn't a traffic car. Maybe it was just a random object flying in the sky that I bumped into. Crashed into. But it still looked like a traffic car.
Well, it probably was a traffic car.
Yeah. And then there's those random instances in the game where you're driving around in the areas and then you'll find just a random floating traffic car in the air. Just like traffic, it's like a Harry Potter car or something like that. That weird blue flying car they had, whatever it was called.
Yeah.
Which in the end got destroyed and had a mind of its own.
By that stupid tree.
Hey, the crew relates to Harry Potter apparently. Oh my goodness, it's so dark in this tunnel. Oh, now it's super bright. I understand the developers as well. I understand that's realistic developers, but can you please tone that effect down in the next game?
It's not gonna be like that. You see how blinding that fog and sun combo shit was?
Yeah. I don't know what they're doing, but I'm pretty sure they'll tone that down. They have plenty of time to fix it.
You could even see the sun through the buildings, that's how bad it was.
They'll fix it. They're still working on the game as well. It's in pre-alpha, so it was in pre-alpha, so yeah, they're still ironing out all the kinks. And they will iron it out. I know Ivory Tower will. They were lazy on their first game, and now they're gonna actually try hard on their second game.
Let's hope so.
Well, it's not that they were lazy, I'm pretty sure they were also working on the Crew 2 at the same time. Planning out the second game. Just so they don't waste time.
Oh shit. Michael, can you help me get off this edge?
What happened to... What? Okay, how bad could it be?
Thanks.
Hey, that helped. I didn't think that would work. I like went perfectly underneath you and scraped you just a little tiny bit. We are... Oh! Traffic. Oh no, city lag. Uh-oh. Dang traffic. It's so laggy.
Holy shit, what the hell?
They're so laggy. Stay in your lane, traffic. Y'all shouldn't be drinking and driving, traffic. Even the buses are doing it.
Taxi call if you wanted your front plate back.
How did you see that from all the way back there?
It wasn't that far when I was looked back.
What front plate? I don't even have a front plate.
Exactly.
This game don't even have them. In certain countries, you don't. In certain states of the United States, you don't. It's not required for you to actually have front plates on your car. I believe in Atlanta, not Atlanta. One of the Carolina states, you don't have to have a front plate. Now the question is, do you have an approximately 100-mile long free drive challenge?
No.
By the way, it occurred to me as well with this car. Have a look on the left side. There is no fuel door on this thing at all. I don't know how the developer screwed that up, but there's no fuel door. Not a single one. It got covered up by the body kit.
Yeah.
I found that slightly funny. But it doesn't matter. Thanks. You scratched me a little tiny bit and there's a gigantic metal scratch on the side of my car. Seems legit, Ivory Tower. Let's see if I have a 100-mile long faction mission. Which I probably don't, to be honest. Let's see. That's 21. That's 48. That's 18. That's really short. There's a 26 one. Give me something approximately. We can replay the same exact one, but try and go faster. Times how long have I been going for? Okay, not too long. AFK mode initiated.
Yeah, so I want to eat my dinner before it gets even colder.
Even colder. Alright. Check out them low quality gauges, yo. This interior doesn't actually look that bad, to be honest, in your Fair Lady, your low quality one. No, not a chase invitation. Okay, good, it didn't disconnect. Oh, whoops. That didn't work. I couldn't do it like that one guy did in the UK with his police car and his Vauxhall. No. Dang it. Why can't you climb this? Where's my Stingray? There it is. And here, viewers, we have 2 buses forming a conga line. Dang taxi. Oh my god, this FPS. Awful.
I'm just trying to figure out a different car to drive today.
Not, obviously not today. But a different car in general. Hey, the crowd controls arrived, lol. Yeah, I know, bad meme. Do I have a LaFerrari? Oops, sorry. Yes, I do have a LaFerrari. Why? If you're asking me to drive it, unfortunately, I'd have to say no because I'm trying to get more miles on this thing. Well, not offering, requesting. Okay. Well, I've got food too, so I might as well end the stream. I streamed a lot earlier than usual, but oh, there's Arctic in his LaFerrari. Your LaFerrari's max level 1497, that's cute. All my cars are max level 1497, and bikes too. Thanks for that bump, by the way. Anyway, oh jeez, stream's dying. I'm gonna have to kill it now. Thanks for watching the stream, whoever came out. Bye.